Dad died.
Wow, that's quite special. I really think James Garner is awesome. I got to actually meet him in person myself in the green room at Universal Studios Amphitheater when I was hosting back that time. What a sterling gentleman! Just very, very nice, a warm gentleman to talk with.
Oh yeah, and when he was doing Rockford, I remember one time I called him up, and I called the network up, and they managed to trace him down. And, he was getting ready to do a filming, of what his show, Cherokee Productions, I believe. But, he was quite famous for his Rockford. He would take a car and be able to slam the brakes on and spin it around 360 degrees. He was noted that because even stuntmen, he was training them how to do it. And he was actually he was racing cars. Him and Steve McQueen, according to what he told me, when he did that, The Great Escape, okay, they were making that. They both imported Austin Healey's into the United States. And I guess that because they lived real close to each other, just down the road, that they would take their little cars out and race each other all the time at night.
Oh, what a story. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve McQueen, another sterling character of show business. Oh, man. And remember the movie Bullitt?
Oh, yeah.
That was a classic car show.
Oh, yeah. That car went for a lot of money, too. They actually traced it down. So, I mean, and it was in bad shape. But, it's just being able to talk to him and being able to talk to Reagan. Is this something, that most kids, I was like 16 or 17 at that point, wouldn't even think about, the president and all that stuff. But it was awesome to be able to sit and talk to him. But I tell you, all these years, I in my mind, he knows and knew that there was something going on out there, out in space. And I think, like we were talking about disclosure, to me, that was probably the best disclosure I ever had in my life. So in my heart, I know that there are aliens, there's UFOs. I mean, I had a strange encounter myself. You probably have.
Yes, you did.
And, I just want people to know. I just don't want them to think that they're warm and fuzzy little lovable creatures. And I just think that if you're going to think that way, that's fine. But I will say this before we get off the air. Twilight Zone, To Serve Man, where they came down and they gave the scientists this big, thick book. And they, it was in a language they couldn't interpret. And that's what they did. They were trying to break what was in the book. But at that point, there was airports, instead of having airplanes in them, there was a whole bunch of UFOs all across the whole world, right? And people were going, on a free ride to their planet, to see their planet, right?
Right.
So people were lining up, and they were, just like the lottery when you went in the Army back then, they were a lottery who would be able to go to this planet. And this one scientist won his lottery. And as he was going up, right, getting into the spaceship, there's this big bald head creature about 6'5", right? Puts his arm on his shoulder, right? And his assistant comes running up, up to the fence area and says, "Don't get on the book. We broke the code. We broke it. It's a cookbook. To Serve Man is a cookbook." Just remember that, folks. Okay? Just remember that.
Yep.
So I got to get out of here because everybody's dragging here because they opened up their presents. I'm not in there. I got to get in there. I'm going to be crucified. I want to wish everybody a great 2019. Michael, I'm so glad that Kevin, Beagle got us together and you're on my show, our network. I'm glad the network is growing. I think 2019, we are going to be a major, major network in the paranormal.
I'm looking forward to that, and I can't imagine what's going to be on the agenda for us next year. If 2018 is any indication, 2019 could be a blockbuster.
Oh, it could be. Now, also on January 1st, me and Michael have a guest that's going to be coming on, and we're going to be talking about conspiracies and all this weird stuff on the first. But we got a guy who's a reporter. It claims that he has solved the Natalie Wood murder.
Yes.
So that is going to be really interesting. And then after he's off, then we're going to follow it up. Guess by who? Take a guess. You'll never know.
Ronald Reagan.
I wish. Well, Nancy. No, we have Ronald Farnham that's going to come on.
Yes.
And he's going to talk us about a little bit about, different things, like, are we like in a metrics? Things about your smart appliances, your TV, your phone. Are you being listened to by people you don't want to know what you're talking about in your living room or bedroom?
There you go. I'm looking forward to that.
So I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to go eat cold turkey, and I'm going to be I'll put it this way. I'm lucky I don't have two beds in the house. I might be sleeping on a different one there tonight. But I'm going to open up my presents tonight from Christmas, and I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get socks. I'm going to get suspenders, and I'm going to get underwear.
Well, we all need all of those items for sure. I know what you feel like, but you have yourself a wonderful Christmas party tonight, and I hope you get a chance at one point to take that one shot that you've got in your glass that you're waiting for. And I can't imagine what we're going to be talking about next year here in just a few days.
Oh, yeah. And I just want to thank you for coming on Night Dreams, being part of the, team of Night Dreams Talk Radio. Again, we have grown so fast that, even when I was in broadcasting commercially, I had probably more listeners. But take an internet show from word of mouth and, posting stuff up on Facebook and on Twitter, and to have it grow so fast as we have, even your show and all that. Seriously, if you would have just got on the internet and started doing your own talk show, how long would it take you to get what you have? It's people have found us, and that is what's awesome. That's what's important. And you got a lot of stuff that you will be giving out to people. And as you discover it, you'll be giving it out to people, and they want to hear the truth.
Right. Exactly. That's what we're here for.
Okay, my friend, I want you to have a great weekend. We'll be talking to you on January 1st. Again, David Scott, I got a contest between me and you. You want to take it? Are you man enough to take this? Who between me and you will have the longest hair by August? We'll find that out.
There you go. Spaced Out Radio versus Night Dreams Talk Radio. I like it.
And again, too, because, we go off the air at 9 o'clock. Guess what, folks? You should listen to Space Out Radio from BC, David Scott. Great show. Don't waste your time on those other shows. Go to his show and enjoy it. So we're getting out of here. Everybody, I want you to have a great day. Michael, take care.
Happy New Year, buddy.
You too.
The views, opinions, and representations expressed on the Night Dreams Talk Radio Network and its website are those of the hosts, guests, and participants, and are not necessarily those of or endorsed by the network, its affiliated stations and broadcasts, the management, other hosts, or advertisers of the network. The shows found on the Night Dreams Talk Radio Network can, but do not necessarily, promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition or give any medical or legal advice. You can advertise your business on Night Dreams Talk Radio and you will be heard worldwide. Why not contact us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com.